was actually September 12th is when we actually closed the patio, and we never closed before 2 o'clock ever. And I remember it being right around midnight, and part of the side of the creek started coming away, like right in the corner of the deck.
Oh man, it was crazy. I actually opened that morning, and I remember getting off work, and Megan and I both came outside to the patio to have a look at the creek, and she was freaking out, and I was like, everything's gonna be fine. Went home and ended up getting a text message that we had flooded. So it was pretty intense.
I just showed up, and someone called Chucky and said the bar was flooding, so we came down and saw it, and it was all the way out to the front of the porch.
Megan was here, and then all of a sudden the water just started coming in the parking lot, and she's like, we gotta go. And like as we go out the front door, the water started like rushing in the front door, and it was kind of just like then and there.
And I'm thinking, oh my God, we're gonna lose one of these drunk guys into the creek. So we decided to go ahead and shut down the deck. And then we decided eventually, when it started coming through the front door, to close down the inside. And that's probably the first time since I've owned it and Gary's owned it that we closed before 2 a.m.
Me and my roommate at the time couldn't really believe it, and so we decided to drive down to Bradley's to the gas station, and on the way through, we saw the water coming across the road and kind of was just shocked. And then the next morning when it was light out, we came back, and that's when we saw all the craziness and the creek going over the deck and all that.
It was really sad. Like, after spending so much time in that bar, to see it so destroyed and such a mess, it was really weird. It was very eerie.
Oh, you know, it was just devastating. You know, you've spent the last, you know, pretty much 12 years of your life, you know, trying to build up a, you know, a solid business for it just to be wiped away, and what we considered, you know, to be total devastation. Unfortunately, we were able to get in and, you know, kind of excavate and realize that we were be able to build back up. So
I was sad. I was really sad. You know, you spend a lot of time working here and hanging out here. It's like a little family, and then, you know, you see something like that, it's just kind of devastating.
I wasn't sure if we were going to be able to restore it or not. I thought the bar might have been having to go. I don't know. Pretty scary.
Oh my God, it was unreal. Like, you couldn't believe it. The water was 2 feet in front of the front door. Like, our deck was just like floating down the river. I didn't know what to think. I thought, I gotta look for a job. That's what I thought.
Renovation and rebuild. It was just a lot of great people helping out, and it was very difficult, a lot of hard work, definitely a lot of improvements to the bar.
We had to redo the electrical, all the electrical, all the floors, bathrooms were renovated, the walk-in was renovated, the bar used to go like that, and so we reshaped it like that, put those windows in, put these doors in, and obviously the patio's all new.
It took about 3 months. It was myself, Chucky, Kyle, and a couple other people helping out, doing all the remodeling. We had to tear everything down, dig out all the dirt that washed up underneath, and just basically start from square one and bring it back. And we decided to move where the bar was and do a lot of different things.
I did construction for about a week, and it was quite the process. Like, it was pretty cool finding things from, like, you know, the 80s that have been in this bar forever that none of us even knew about. And like, I think it's turned out to be a beautiful place, and it was definitely done well and needed. So it was a good renovation.
There was a lot of excavating. I think we shoveled for more than 2 weeks straight. And when I say we, I had nothing to do with it. It was all of Cactus Jacks staff, it was just an amazing experience. So once that was finished, what we did is sit down with the architect and drew out a plan. of where we wanted to do, because we had to literally tear out everything, the bar included. So we had an opportunity to build it in a more efficient, more open way to use the space better.
A bunch of us were all here for most of the time. We all just came in every day and did whatever we had to do to help.
It's a lot of work, trying to rebuild the foundation. It's fun. Had a lot of good times doing it.
It was crazy to see how many different places this had been, like all the layers of floor, all the things we found, old bottles of perfume, tiles from old fireplaces. It was just such a mess though. You really couldn't see like a clear picture of how it would end up. Just one day it looked like a bar again, and it was awesome.
This town is awesome. I've lived here my whole life. Everybody here rocks, and I'm just so glad that I live in such a giving town.
It was amazing how many people actually helped out and was there for us.
There were several places that had benefits for us, several restaurants, and the big Evergreen flood relief benefit. People donated lunches to us every day, and just helped us stop by. Random families and friends would stop by and had a couple hours off work, and they'd say put me to work and help out and do what they could.
There was numerous restaurants around town that brought us lunch every day, and several people around the town that came and helped us initially with some of the cleanup. And then there was also benefits that happened at a couple of restaurants, and then also at the Elks Lodge did a huge benefit for us too.
I've always loved Evergreen. I've never really had a problem with Evergreen, but it is really nice to know that you can kind of call on people to help you, and they will help you. With the Elks Lodge, with Stagecoach and everything, they helped us so much. I would have lost my apartment, my everything, had they not helped us out, and so I'm really appreciative for that.
I love everybody. Everybody who helped was awesome. All the companies, all the food places that brought us food, Stagecoach, the Current Soup, they all helped us out a lot.
It's actually been kind of a blessing in disguise now that we've worked through everything and flushed out all the construction and all that stuff. It's the bar is nicer, it's bigger.
I think that this is like I like to say, a baptism. It really did wash away and give us a new start.
Thanks for all the support and everybody that came when we reopened to show us support and get us back in the groove, and also everybody that came out to help us while we were remodeling and everything. It meant a lot.
I'd like to thank anyone who came by, stopped by, helped us move dirt, helped us do anything. And I want to thank Megan and Gary for keeping us together and making it such a family all the time. It's really somebody you can rely on for anything.